The year is 1984, and Akira Toriyama, already a renowned author and artist from Shonen Jump, known for the series Dr. Slump, just created what will become one of his most amazing and popular manga, Dragon Ball. The story of a young boy named Goku, who goes on an adventure to find 7 magic Dragon Balls, along with Bulma and plenty of other friends. It wouldn't take long until the manga got an anime series, and from the anime series came movies. Now it's 2018, and we are getting ready to celebrate the 20th Dragon Ball film, this time under the Super part of the franchise. So, I have decided to take the next few months to go over every single Dragon Ball movie up to this point. We'll call it the Great Dragon Ball Film Retrospective. Let's see if we actually make it through. I have started a bit late. So, let's begin. In 1986, a mere 2 years after the series began serialization, Dragon Ball got its first film, titled Dragon Ball Shenron no Densetsu, or Dragon Ball, The Legend of Shenlong. Here it is known as Curse of the Blood Rubies. As with the majority of Dragon Ball movies, it was released as a triple feature along with 2 other anime movies. One thing you should know about the Dragon Ball films is that they were first simple retellings of events in the manga and anime, but with changes. They covered main plot elements and tried to keep the spirit of the series, but in a new light. A novel concept, but it wasn't often executed very well. The later Dragon Ball Z movies would add more variation, but oftentimes they came across as reimaginings of story arcs as well. Anyhow, how's the actual movie? Our story begins with narration explaining the Dragon Balls and Shenlong. 7 Dragon Balls are spread through the world, and if brought together, the God Dragon Shenlong will grant you any wish you desire. Then we cut to the opening. Yes, just regular old mystical adventure opening. I always found it weird when they did this. In later films, they at least made new animation for the film. I guess they wanted to extend the runtime without making new animation. Anyways, great songs, so I can't really complain. The film continues, and we find ourselves in an impoverished village, where grunts are farming for the titular Blood Rubies, or Rich Stones, as they're known in Japanese. A girl with the same design as Snow from the Red Ribbon Army saga attacks one of the soldiers, and as he goes to attack her, her dad, who looks ripped straight out of early JoJo, protects her. The girl's name, turns out, is Pansy, and her village is being ravaged by the forces of King Gurumes, led by Pasta and Bongo. They are in search of the Blood Rubies, as Gurumes has been cursed with eternal hunger since he found them. Gurumes has 4 Dragon Balls already, and sent out his underlings to find the rest. Meanwhile, a classic scene transpires as Bulma runs into Goku with her bike. After explaining that she's just a girl, the two head out to Goku's home. However, they find that Goku's Dragon Ball has been stolen. So, the search begins for not only the 7 magic Dragon Balls, but also Goku's most valued possession. As with a lot of Dragon Ball movies, and as I stated earlier, they are just reimaginings of the manga arcs and villains. Here, it's pretty obvious that King Gurumes is sort of Pilaf, and sort of Red Ribbon. Anyways, using one of her capsules, Bulma brings out a plane to go after the thieves. A small dogfight ensues, where Bulma's plane gets shot down. Thankfully, Goku catches her as she falls with his power pole. Bulma pees herself, similarly to the anime and the manga. Our heroes begin to travel by car through the woods, when they run into an ogre demon thing attacking Pansy. Goku challenges the monster, who transforms into a robot and burns his finger in soup. The demon gets scared and flies away, transforming once again. Goku runs after him while Bulma meets the little girl. Goku finally catches up with the monster, and both end up at the foot of the mountain. The monster turns out to be a little pig named Oolong, and he's scared as he's heard of this place. He is right to be scared, as the two get attacked by the bandit Yamcha, who has an amazing entrance. His little friend, Puar, recognizes Oolong as a kid who used to steal his teacher's panties. Yamcha and Goku fight to one of my favorite pieces of music in the entire franchise. The fight goes on for a bit, Yamcha using his Rohan Fufuken and Goku using his Yanken attack. Bulma finally arrives, and Yamcha blushes and falls off the cliff, losing a tooth in the process. Bulma thought he was even cute. Back in the house car thing, the group enjoys a meal and meets Pansy. She finally explains that she's trying to find Mutum Roshi, and asks for help taking down Gurumes. Yamcha overhears this and decides he wants to find the Dragon Balls for himself, and wish not to be scared of girls. They agree to help out Pansy, and end up at Kamehameha's Island. For some reason, Kamiseni thinks Goku's there to kill him, which is really funny, admittedly. But it turns out it's because Yamcha came and quote-unquote warned Roshi that Bulma and Goku were gonna try to kill him. Roshi realizes that it was all a lie, and gives Goku Kintone, or the magic cloud. Bulma gets Oolong to pretend to be her. He shows Roshi Bulma's boobs. Suddenly, Gurumes attacks the island, but Roshi destroys all of his army with a single full-power Kamehameha. Goku quickly attempts his own Kamehameha and destroys a small rock. The crew head out to Pansy's village and are ambushed by more of the army. This time it's pretty blatant just how red ribbony they are. Anyways, Yamcha has been following along and the crew gets captured after a quick fight. Goku has a pretty cool battle with Bongo and eventually everybody ends up in the castle. Bongo and Pasta fight Yamcha and Goku, blah blah blah. King Gurumes is finally forced to fight and become an uglier, bigger monster. Goku isn't doing very well, but Bulma notices that the Dragon Radar points at the Dragon Ball as being inside of King Gurumes. Bulma throws the last Dragon Ball in his mouth and summons Shenlong, which obliterates King Gurumes. Shenlong asks for what their wish is, and Pansy asks for the land to be brought back to the way it was before the rich stones were found. Shenlong leaves as the precious stones disappear from Earth. King Gurumes emerges from the rubble, now just a tiny old man. Pansy offers him an apple and he eats it. He realizes that he doesn't need the fanciest food anymore. Yamcha and Bulma begin to like each other and Goku leaves to search for the 4-star Dragon Ball. The end. So this is honestly and obviously not the best Dragon Ball movie, but it's pretty good. I remember not liking it as a kid, but now I don't think it's half bad. The music by Shunsuke Kikuchi is a godsend as always, and the animation looks nice, especially in the fights with Yamcha and Bongo. The villains are really dull, however. But having the king want more than just to take over the world is a nice change. The way the crew defeats the villain has gotta be one of the best in the whole movie series, even if it doesn't kill him for some reason. I also enjoy the happiness it ends with. Sadly, the movie is undermined by having to go over stuff we've already seen in the manga, anime, games, and other movies. But since this is the first film, I can't blame it too much. Overall, I think the movie does a good job at introducing us to a different Dragon Ball reality, and is a fun adventure. I give The Legend of Shenlong a 7 out of 10. But that's everything we have for the first Dragon Ball movie. Tell me down below in the comments what you thought of it, if you watched it, and if you haven't, tell me if you're interested in watching it. This has been Smuckstick's review of Dragon Ball, The Legend of Shenlong, or Dragon Ball, The Curse of the Blood Rubies, whichever you prefer. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, @Smuckstick, where I talk about Dragon Ball, video games, and a bunch of stuff like that, and I'll probably be updating you on this series as well. Also, if you want, check out my other videos, share, comment, give likes, and if you enjoyed this review, consider subscribing. It really helps a lot, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching, but stick around for a preview of the next episode. Bye-bye. Hey, it's me, Smuckstick. After the first Dragon Ball movie, the franchise was established as a rightful success. This means more films. A year after the first big screen outing, Dragon Ball got its second film. Will it be a good follow-up to The Legend of Shenlong? Huh? Who's this bald fella? Next time on the Dragon Ball Movie Retrospective. Turtle-style training. The Sleeping Princess in Devil's Castle. Don't you miss it.